Happy New Year! Welcome to day 7 of our Start Your Day with Movement. What an excellent way to start 2021. I hope everybody has an amazing year up ahead, and let's get started. So all you need today is a mat, maybe also a towel. We're going to try a new drill on the wall. Let's get going. We're going to start with our rolling. So you're going to start on your back. You're just going to roll back and forth, trying to have a smooth roll, getting your spine to touch, especially that low back. If this is feeling pretty easy, you can try taking your hands off your legs. And then on this next one, we're going to go up into a candle. So you're going to go up, try to hold your legs, and come back down. Roll back up into a candle and come back down. One more, up into a candle, back down. Remember, part of this challenge is me challenging new movements for you. So if you're not quite great at it yet, don't stress it. Keep working at it. Let's try one more. This time we're going to try to bring our feet down towards the floor. If just holding the candle position is challenging enough for you, just hang out in the candle. So you're going to roll back, up into your candle. Try bringing your feet down towards the floor, and then back up and roll. Let's do that once more. Roll, candle, bring those feet down, try to touch the floor. Bring those feet back up and roll. Last one. Roll, candle, drop those legs, back up, and roll back. Then you're going to lie down on your back. We're going to do some sciatic nerve floss. We're going to do single leg like we've done before, and then we're going to try a double leg one today. So my left leg is flat on the floor. I'm grabbing behind my right leg. I'm going to point, straighten up my leg, flex, and pull back down. So that's 1 of 5. Point, straighten, flex, back down. Point, straighten, flex, back down. Last one. Point, straighten, flex, and back down. Switch sides. Point, straighten the leg, flex, and back down. Point, straighten, flex, back down. That's 2. Breathe in, flex as you exhale, and bring that leg back down. That's 3. Inhale, and out. 4. Last one. Point, straighten, flex, and back down. Excellent. So this time we're going to try a double leg. So you're going to grab both your legs here. Point, straighten, flex, back down. If you don't feel any tension, you're going to point, straighten, flex, bring that head in, and back down, and relax the head. Point, straighten, flex, look for your belly button, and back down. Point, straighten, flex, look, back down, and relax. One more. Point, straighten, flex, look, back down, and relax. Place both feet on the floor. We're going to do some windshield wipers. So your goal here is to keep both shoulder blades on the ground. Bring both knees down to the left. Try to push the knees down to the floor. Bring them up and over to the right. Try to push both knees down into the floor and come back. You can go as fast or slow as you see fit today. Just make sure you give enough time to be pushing down towards the floor so you get a little bit of a bigger stretch in through your hip flexor that goes up to your low back. And one more each side. Don't forget to keep breathing. And back up. Beautiful. You're going to come up into a half kneel position. We're going to do a little bit of a clockwork stretch with our hips. So we're going to go right knee first. You're going to lean as far forwards as you can. Push yourself back. Then you're going to bring your foot out to 45 degrees. Lean as far forwards as you can. And come back. My shoulders and hips are always pointing forwards. Leg out to the side. Lean as far side sideways as you can. So we've got ankle, knee, hip, and hip mobility working on this drill, and come back to 12 o'clock. Lean as far forwards as you can, come back. 45 degrees, hips and shoulders pointing forwards, and come back. Sideways, hips and shoulders still pointing forwards, reach as far over as you can, and come back. Once more, forwards, lean forward, come back. 45 degrees, come back. Sideways, drop down as low as you can, and come back. Switch sides, left leg up. You're gonna lean as far forwards as you can, come back. 45 degrees, reach as far forwards as you can, and come back. Sideways, reach as far over as you can, and come back. That's 1 of 3. Forwards, reach forward, push back. 45 degrees, reach forward, come back. Sideways, reach forward, come back. Last one, reach forward. Try to keep those hips and shoulders pointed forwards. 45 degrees. Let those hips sink down towards the floor, and sideways. Same thing, let those hips sink down towards the floor and come back up. Beautiful. We're gonna do a little bit of a quad stretch. So right leg up, try to tuck your bum under, squeeze your bum. If you already feel a stretch in this position, hold it. I don't want to see anybody leaning forward and arching their back. So you're really trying to keep shoulder, hip, and knee. So if you don't feel a stretch, you can lean forward, but making sure you stay in that straight line. So remember, we're not letting our bellies dump forward. And then you're going to try to grab your back leg. So I'm still trying to pull my belt buckle to my nose. I'm taking really nice big deep breaths. And then we're going to do a little bit of a push and relax. So I'm going to try to push my foot down. My hand is going to resist. We're going to do that for 4 seconds. Then we're going to relax and see if we can sink a little bit further into a stretch. So 3, 2, 1, push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. See if you can get a little bit deeper into your stretch. And push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. A little bit deeper into the stretch. Last one. Push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. A little bit deeper into the stretch. And switch. So my left leg is now in front. So start off position, tuck that tailbone under, make sure those shoulders, hips, and knees stack together. If you already feel a stretch, hang out here. If you're unable to grab your foot, you can still do the push and relax drill. You're just going to be pushing down into the floor instead of your hand. You're going to lean forward if you can. Grab that back knee. Hold the stretch for a little second. Really make sure that you're still in a nice straight line from shoulder down to knee. Keeping that pelvic tilt position. Remember, you might have one side tighter than the other. That's okay. And push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Try to go a little bit deeper into that stretch. And push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And sink a little bit deeper. And push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Deeper stretch. Excellent. We're going to have a seat. We're going to do some stretching in a straddle position. So your goal is to be at least 90 degrees. You don't have to be much further. Certainly if you have the flexibility to go further, feel free to do so. So the first position is to try to just sit up nice and tall. If you're unable to sit up nice and tall in this position, then I recommend you go up against the wall. I'll just sit back. So here I'm leaning up against this closet doors, and my knees are going to be bent. So whatever position you're able to sit up tall, and then gradually your goal would be to be able to sit up tall with those knees straight. Those of you who can sit up nice and tall without support, we're going to take our left hand, tuck it underneath our right thigh, take our right hand, reach up and over, make sure both butt bones stay on the floor, and then I'm really trying to stretch and open up that side of my body. Every time I exhale, I'm going to see if I can sink a little bit deeper into the stretch without forcing it. So breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. through the mouth. And come back up and switch. Right hand underneath left thigh, left hand reaching up and over for those toes. Take a deep breath in and out. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Try to sink a little bit deeper into that stretch. Breathe in and out. Last one, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. And sit up nice and tall. Make the letter T, make some fists to maintain nice tension. Your goal here is to keep a nice flat back as you're going to be reaching forward. If really this is too much for you, just keep your hands on the floor and slide them in front. Remember, we are not forcing a range of motion that isn't there today. We're just gradually exploring new movement, exploring new range of motion, taking note of it, and setting some goals to improve it. So we're going to do 10 folding forwards and coming back up. Remember, you can either be in a T position like I'm going to be demoing, or you can just keep your hands on the floor. 3, 2, 1. You're going to reach as far forwards as you can and come back up. Don't try to compare yourself to my range of motion. Go with whatever you have available for you today. Breathe in and out. That's 2. And down. 3. 4. If I'm going too fast or too slow, adjust to your breath, but try to make that exhale nice and long. That's 5. 6. 7. 8. Make sure those butt bones stay on the ground. 9. Last one. And 10. Beautiful. We're going to go through those 3 stretches one more time. So you're going to take left hand, or sorry, we started on the right. Right hand underneath left thigh. Reach up and over. Hold in through your nose. Out. Try to sink a little bit deeper. Making sure both butt bones stay on the floor. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And come back up. And switch. Left hand underneath right thigh. Right hand reaching up and over. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Sink into that stretch. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Last breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And come back up. Back to our middle one. So those of you who are sitting up against a wall supported, see if you can sink your legs a little bit further into a straight position. You could also shrink your straddle. Same thing, find a range of motion that's working for you today. We're just here working on ourselves and working on exploring movement. Arms out wide if you can, otherwise your hands are on the floor and you're sliding in front of you. 3, 2, 1, fold forwards and come back up. That's 1. Breathe in and out. That's 2. Breathe in and out. That's 3. 4. Breathe in and out. That's 5. Breathe in and out. That's 6. 7. 8. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out long and slow. Last one. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And come back up. Beautiful. You're going to turn, still sitting on your bum. Your hands are going to be fingers pointing towards the back wall. And we're going to be scooching our bum forward to bring our shoulders into as much extension as possible. So your goal here is to make sure you don't arch your back. Keep your ribs stacked above your pelvis. Keep those hands flat. And really just go into a range of motion that's possible for you. There should be no pinching in the shoulder and no pain. If there's pain and pinching, either this is not a good movement for you or you are going far past a range of motion that you don't have. So start scooching your bum forward. Same thing. Don't compare yourself to me. Go with whatever range you have available to you today. Once you're into that position where you feel a nice stretch, you feel like you can't go any further, you're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in and out. If your stretch feels a little bit better, scoot your hands further away from your bum. One more. Breathe in and out. And slowly come out of that stretch. Give yourself a break. Reach up overhead. Reach up overhead. The last one. And repeat. So either start with your hands close to your bum and scoot your bum out, or walk your hands back. Make sure you're not rounding your upper back, right? You don't want your shoulders falling forwards. Imagine you're putting your shoulders up and on a hook. So like I said, either walk the hands back or the bum forward. Go to whatever range you have. We're going to take 4 deep breaths. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. 2 more. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one. And walk your hands in. Beautiful. Just give yourself a nice little hug. Round your back. Draw some circles. Give your arms a little break. Drawing some circles with your T-spine or your upper and mid back. Arch, round, arch, and round. Beautiful. We're going to use that extension to go into a tabletop or a crab position. In these 28 days, I am going to introduce to you a bridge. So if you were a dancer or a gymnast, you know what I'm talking about. And if you have no idea, make sure you tune in because it's something you want to learn, something new. So we're going to start with our hands pointing out to the sides. I'll go on a little bit of angle so you see better. Our goal here is to have our knees shoulder width apart, feet flat. We're going to be squeezing our bum, trying to lift our hips up into as much hip extension and shoulder extension as possible, and coming back down. We're going to do 6 of these. Make sure those shoulders stay back and on a hook without arching your back just yet. We will work on arching our backs in our bridge. We've done already a few drills to help prepare you for that. You just didn't know it yet. So place those hands, fingers pointing away from each other, feet are flat. Pull the shoulders back on a hook without arching the back. Squeeze the bum, lift the hips, and come back down. That's 1. Squeeze, lift, hold, back down. That's 2. Squeeze, lift, hold. That's 3. Squeeze, lift, hold. That's 4. 2 more. Squeeze, lift, hold. And 1 more. Last one. Lift, squeeze. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back down. Excellent. We're going to do our last drill. We're going to do some airplanes with some T-spine rotations. We're going to use the wall as support so you're not fighting your balance. So if you don't mind putting your bare foot on the wall, feel free to do that. Otherwise, put a towel up on the wall with your foot on it. So we're going to start with the right foot on the floor first. Maybe I'll turn my camera a little bit. So right foot on the floor, left leg up on the wall. You're going to go into your deadlift position or your hinge position. So I'm moving my bum back towards the wall. My back leg is just there to help me with balance. I'm going to start with both my hands pointed down towards the floor. I'm going to take my left hand, rotate hips and shoulders up towards the ceiling. So I'm working on hip rotation in a standing position. Then bring everything back down towards the floor. And then repeat the same thing on the other side. You'll notice that you have way less range of motion. That's normal. So taking my right hand, rotating up towards the ceiling as far as I can, and back down. So that was 1. We're going to try 4 per side. Left leg, rotate up. Woo! Don't lose your balance like I just did. And back down. Nice hip control. And right hand. That's 2. Left. Back down. Right. That's 3. 1 more. Squeeze that butt. Control the hip movement. Back down. And switch. And come back up. Left leg, last drill. Left foot on the floor, right foot up on the wall. Hinge those hips back. All of my weight is on my left leg. My femur is staying nice and straight, and I'm rotating my pelvis, internal and external rotation around my femur. Hands down, we're gonna start lifting that right arm and knee up, rotating towards the ceiling as far as you can. Come back down towards the floor and switch. Left hand up. If you feel a pinch in your hip, you're going too far for the range of motion you can control today. Take that down. Back up. Back down. Left. Back down. 2 more. Rotate up towards the ceiling. And left. Good. We've got 1 more, guys. Don't forget to keep breathing. Go whatever range of motion you have possible. Come back down. Last one here. Rotate up and come back down and stand up tall. And as always, we will finish with some deep breathing. We're gonna do it in child's pose today. So you're gonna get nice and comfortable. You can go knees out wide, or you can keep your knees closer together, whatever feels comfortable for you today. But I really want you to try to let your spine naturally curve into that letter C. So reach far ahead. Our goal here is to really expand our ribs to the ceiling as we inhale. We're gonna do inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 8. We're gonna do that 4 times to conclude our session today. Reach those hands out. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 1, 2, 3, 4. Out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And walk yourself back up. There you go, guys. Another 20-minute session. Make sure you check out the page again tomorrow. We will be having daily videos for 28 days of Start Your Day with Movement. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.